She found dolphins, but she also found...
Can I keep him? Please? Please? He's like a stray sailor. Can I keep him? I'll name him Jerry.
I'm your stray sailor. Find one in a storage unit. Jeez, I can't. Figures.
Just a joke.
It's just too much. We've looked at so many properties here in Florida. We brought cash. I mean, we brought cash to buy. We brought a checkbook to put money down. We brought our wallet. I don't even know what for. We've looked at so many properties. We need your help. We're going to show you the top properties that we looked at. We need your help. What do you think is going to be best for What the Hales? Make sure you look at them all and tell us exactly which one you think we should buy. We're finally in Florida and we're looking for property. And there's a few things that we're actually looking for. Number one, warmth. It's 83 degrees right now. I do not need my Ohio hoodie anymore. Number two, seclusion. But within that seclusion, we want the most bang for our buck. We want to get as much acreage and property as we possibly can per dollar. So that means we're probably going to be more north than we are south. If you don't know already, Florida's kind of the storage unit capital of the world. They're everywhere. And so in this first location that we're looking at today, we know we're roughly 2 hours from Tampa, 2 hours from Jacksonville. We're less than an hour away from the beautiful, beautiful white sand shores of the Gulf. And we're hidden in the woods. George, look at this. It's a keypad. Nobody can even get in without the keypad.
Super, super secret.
This reminds me of storage units. Look at all the locks over here. We can use those locks for our storage units. This.
So technically this would be a gated community.
A community?
A manual gated community.
Pulling into the property right now. Gator crossing. It's exactly what you wanted, right, George?
It's what you wanted, that's for sure. You're just gonna feed me to the gators.
There's a well.
There's a well for the house.
Just to aerate the pond. Huh?
The owner just said there's an alligator.
She did?
Yeah, I heard her say it.
Did you say there's a gator in the pond? Really? How big is it? That's what I want. I want a gator.
They move around.
Yeah.
There's a pond here, there's a pond there, there's a pond over there.
On the property,
and you'll
yeah.
see them, well, even on other people's property, you'll see them walking through.
Going back and forth.
And but he was just. It was just. It's got to be going out.
This is the front of the house. Well, actually, it might be considered the back. So, it's a double wide. If you've seen anything that they do with double wides nowadays, oh my goodness, they do incredible things. So you got a mini pond right off the deck of the double wide. Some beautiful stones. It's a little fire pit. But right there, that looks like that is the spot off of the deck. The beautiful palm trees. Let's take a peek inside. Okay, wraparound porch. Palm trees.
Surrounded by palm trees.
A little bit of palm tree shade. Hammock. And from my knowledge, looking at the topos, there's another alligator pond here somewhere. Oh yeah, that's wraparound. Double wide wraparound. You're sold already?
Wow.
We haven't even seen the inside.
I'll just live on the porch.
I think that's another pond over there. There's front door. And here's the pond. So front door right there. Open floor plan. Dining room, which would look out to the other pond. And then kitchen as well. Beautiful double wide. It's amazing what they do with the double wides now. When was this double wide placed on the property?
I'll have to look that one up.
Do you remember? Wasn't It was a while ago, but not.
I can look here and see.
Oh, I see.
Internet connection.
I see a treasure chest already. There we go. We're gonna have to test and see. We gotta find out, can we get fiber optic here?
Yeah.
This is a good sign. What is this?
I'm pretty sure this is his closet, and the hers is probably 3
No,
times.
that's the only closet there.
Only closet.
Unless you want that.
George is getting crazy about closet space.
This is probably one of the nicer homes.
This one is in so good shape.
It is.
We see a lot of them that age. This is like, I mean, really is like new.
It's so modern.
Mm-hmm. His and her sink. So we may not get the his and her closet, but there's a his and her sink.
Here we go. Wait, we back?
We don't have to fight over the sink.
We back to the
We're
back door
coming
again?
around, yeah.
Okay, we're coming around. Bring it
Washer and
around.
dryer are included.
Washer and oh, they're including
Yes,
appliances.
They are.
Look at all the storage space.
Cabinets.
Away everything.
Those are, you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
Antlers.
What kind?
Deer.
No,
Elk.
that's elk. You think the moose head will fit in here?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I
3
love it so
bedrooms.
far. I love it.
It's simple. But so am I.
My favorite part is the wraparound porch. Like the annex could see.
Okay, so 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom.
The other thing you'll notice, all the air vents are up. A lot of mobile homes have air vents down below. So that's nice. You're getting air from.
Little bit of all the AC is running up top, not below, so we don't have to go down below. It's kind of nice.
And I like how the
Simple
master
layout,
bedroom is away from
but-
the other bedrooms.
Right.
Open layout. We're headed to the other pond. This is the Cypress Slough, so this would be protected land by the state. Very, very cool to have variation. Second pond. If you can see, it kind of, you think it's the shape of a C or a G?
I saw you.
Oh,
But
really?
seeing you.
In the satellite?
I see you.
Maybe we could turn it into a G, but that would go into the Cypress Slough. But 2 owners ago, catfishing. So they were raising catfish. That's catfish feeder right there. So giant catfish in the second pond. Which no doubt brings quite a bit of gonna be wildlife down in here as well. Here's another look at the pond. If you see all the pines, so all of this land, this is tree farming. It used to be paper company land, and then broken up into 25, 30 acre lots. This one's 20, was this lot 26 acres or 29?
This is 26.
26 acres, 26 acres. So at one point, this was probably leased out to a hunting club.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, I've talked to people who used to hunt it.
Oh, they know it for sure. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We used to go from here. They used to go up. They would go on horseback.
Oh, really?
Yeah, horseback with like
nice.
lever action Winchester, something
Yep,
like
yep,
that.
yep.
And they said by the time they got to, they knew the road.
Sure.
They said they would have they'd each have a buck over
Oh, wow.
the back of the horse. So that was.
Wow.
I've never done a hunt like that. That must have been pretty cool.
Never done it on horseback either. What do you think? Your very own storage unit. How's that, a storage unit on the property? Now if we can just get 100 more. Look how cool is this? Right next to the property, quality deer management area. Look at that, there's signs everywhere. No doubt there'd be some giant bucks, some beautiful wildlife in there. One of the things to take into consideration for us is the surrounding area. We want wildlife. We want all kinds of things that we've never seen before. So right here we're at a state park. You see the bubbling springs?
It's beautiful.
We've got bubbling springs, which manatee come in during the wintertime, and you actually are allowed to go in and to swim.
Did you bring your bathing suit?
I was born with it. This spring is 72 degrees year round. While I couldn't get George in the water,
Can I keep it?
She
Can I
is.
keep it?
she is apparently swimming with a manatee right here. Our first manatee sighting. What do you see?
Come take a look.
Okay.
Come take a closer
All
look.
right. I do absolutely love the wilderness of Florida. And while some may
It's
think it's
beautiful.
silly, like, oh, I got swampland to sell you in Florida, I'm one of the people that would go, yeah, I'm actually interested.
So
Yeah, I love it. I love the
beautiful.
the
You don't
div-
see anything like this in Ohio.
I love the diversity, and I love the beauty of like the little Smurf village down there.
It's definitely a village.
Day 2. Sunroof is open. Property number 2. Out in the middle of nowhere. We have no internet connection whatsoever. And GPS is getting us lost. Frankly, it kind of sounds just about perfect for a treasure hunt or a scavenger hunt. So nobody could ever find us. How many acres are we looking at here?
This morning will be 32.5 acres.
And here we go. Look at this. The road.
Oh, there's a reward for anyone get caught trespassing.
Let's go take a peek.
Why don't you trespass so I can get that reward?
All of these properties somehow, some way have a gate. Gate to be remain locked. Look at this. Keep locked. You know, most people. Gee whiz. Look at this. Everybody.
Locks upon locks.
Everybody who has property back here has some kind of lock, and there's probably the main lock to get into the gate. So what happens is everybody back here, they want nobody on their property, completely and totally private. Most of these sites are hunting camps. So there'll be businessmen down in Tampa or businesswomen down in Tampa, and then they have hunting camps or hunting sites up here, 50 acres, 25 acres, whatever, and they lock it all up. These are private roads that only access to get to them are the people who own the property on the road. So that's the aerial there.
Yeah, you get to keep all these.
Okay, so these are multiple properties?
Yes, this
Okay.
is.
And a local hunter has arrived.
We're going to look at that one, and we're going to look at this one. That's the one that went under contract right
Okay.
afterwards.
That
but
was the 60 acres we were looking
69, yes.
at? Yeah. And even though we're here, even though we're going through, locked right back up. As soon as we get into the gate, look at this. Tiger Island. So you can see here everything it has to do with hunting. Bids for road work. Put in your childish tantrum. Comments on this board. Roads are great. Da 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 da. Don't shoot tag pigs. They're for breeding. Wow. So this is for everybody who owns property down this road. We have been driving for at least 20 minutes through Florida wilderness. I mean, I'm just amazed that there's such a huge path of hunting property back here. Even just to get to this place. What do you think? Have you seen a gator yet?
No gator sightings yet. No wild boar sightings yet. I did see a blue heron fly off.
And the
which was
bumps, the bumps
Makes me
are
want to pee.
making. After a 30-minute drive on a private road, we finally arrived. So no trespassing. Here's the funny part. Smile, you're on cameras. There's not a single camera. There's not even power out here. You have to bring in solar power. Now that doesn't mean something's not on, you know, a trail cam, which again, frankly, probably not a real reality out here. But George loves palm trees, and we would actually have to build out here and build a home, and it would have to have full solar power. A couple sheds come with it right here, and that was for an ATV. The Laredo with the windows open right now. That actually comes with the property as well, so I could put my camper in there. And then there's just another little shed there and cleaning station. And there's a pond by the cabin, huh? Wonder how many gators are in there. Not enough. Here's the fire pit. Here's the cooking grill, fire pit. How was that drive back here?
It took us 30 minutes from the locked gate to this property.
Crazy.
We're literally off the grid.
Completely.
Off the grid. There's no electricity out here. I don't think you'll be able to ever hook up electricity.
Solar.
So
Everything
you either
has to
go
go
solar or live off of a generator and deal with not having internet service or cell phone service.
I'm not sure your fans could deal without.
And that pond is bigger than it appears, because it goes in behind.
And they're running everything off generator right now. So this is where they hang out.
Mm-hmm.
That would be electric heat run off of the generator.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Tiny home?
It's definitely a little log cabin. Tiny home.
I bet you that futon pulls out. That's the bed.
Mm-hmm.
My first camper was an Outback by Keystone.
The fifth wheeler comes with the asking price and the property.
Yeah. Fifth wheeler is kind of thrown in as a bonus. It's more of the pond. I'm looking for gator slides. I know where a gator would slide in. Okay, George is going in. I better.
So you have countertop.
We have this
You do?
exact same thing in our camper, yeah. Us women, we love our counter space, right?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
we're ready
definitely
to
a manly
go.
man's fridge.
We are
Nothing
ready to
but
go.
beverages.
Dr. Pepper. That's a menu. I'll hit my head. Dark in here. And then probably a bathroom. Yep. There's a bathroom. Here's the generator. Actually behind the camper. There's antenna for the camper. Honestly, I'm shocked they're even able to get a camper back here on the road without damage to the camper.
He probably did it very, very, very slow. Probably going 1 mile per hour.
If even more. We did 15 to 20.
So this could be used as extra storage space or a home for your toys.
Is he selling the four-wheeler with the place?
No.
No.
Four-wheeler not included.
However, make him an offer.
It's a 450. I think this is the best part right here.
This best part right here.
It's a nice Polaris.
I've never been four-wheeling.
Oh, you about to? Is 20 minutes? Are we 20 minutes right now?
We're about 20 minutes. I believe this is the downtown.
Fly, pelican, fly.
We've got ASMR video opportunity. Look at all the barnacles. That's wild. Look at, we're in the Gulf right now.
Considered to be the armpit of Florida.
Oh, you love sniffing armpits.
I like sniffing your armpit.
This might be a good place. Somebody had a profitable fish. Look at this. They're all waiting. They're all waiting for freebies.
Fillet of fish. Oh, he just dropped it.
He's going for it. He's got the fish. He's got the fish. He's going for it.
Battle Royale.
They're all fighting for the fish. Let's see what happens. Oh, one of them's got it. They're dragging it. Not one has actually swallowed it yet.
It's too big.
Wow, it's a big one. But you guys know, pelican can easily swallow the whole thing whole. Look at, they're fighting right now. Now another one got it. Now another one got it. And now another one has it. And they all lost it. Oh my goodness, they all lost it. It dropped to the bottom.
Property number 1, 2, 3.
All right, what do we like about this one?
This one sits on 70 plus acres, which is a ton of acre, if I'm doing the math correctly.
Yeah, that's good math, even though you're not good at math.
There is a cell tower nearby, so we'll always have access to the internet. And as YouTube is a huge part of our life, we should always have access to Wi-Fi and data. Yada,
Cell
yada.
tower is nearby.
There is property on the 70 acres, plus there's even an existing chicken coop.
Tire swing dragging on the ground, but plenty of old forest here to actually work with. And there's the old chicken coop. Now this place is run down. There is no doubt about it. Absolutely run down. But so am I.
This is definitely a rehab property.
But
So
for
we could
70
put-
acres, let the chickens run free. I'm kind of curious. Oh, by the way, there's a pond with gators. Look at this. Where do you see a gecko? I don't think it's a gecko. It's probably just a lizard. You keep
Isn't
calling
a
them.
gecko a lizard?
You keep calling them geckos.
Isn't a gecko a lizard?
Got a shop area here. Careful. Snakes and gators could come out of anywhere. Oh, I bet you we can get in. We don't need a key to get into that place. I will not need a key to get in there.
We're going to become good friends. One of the things that I have always said to be my friend, one of the qualifications is you've got to be able to break into a house.
I promise you, we'll get in. Look at this farming troughs over here. This is 70 acres. Definitely rehab. Definitely a rehab project.
Okay, and I think we're going to have to go back around because there's not a door on this side. It looks like it was a door, but
Well, if there's one thing we're good at, it's breaking into places. I'll see if I can find the door.
go to your left.
To my left?
Uh-huh.
This is looking good. Looking real good. And this is yet another reason why we gotta have the OLIGHT. All right, sneaking on in here. So were they living in here or?
Yes. They were an older couple, and I want to say they did upholstery.
Okay.
Just not in here, huh? I'm gonna blind you with this light.
Yeah, I'm going to stay behind you.
So the house has been vacant for a year and a half?
I'm going to tell you roughly a year.
Okay.
So well water.
Yes.
So there's gotta be a septic.
Yes.
Wow, this is,
Yes, because that one was a...
oh my goodness. Don't tell George. Look at that. We already have friends, and he is not scared.
This is the walk-in piano.
Don't look in here.
Is that Ralph?
Oh, okay, look in here.
Ralph, I missed you, buddy.
He's definitely not scared. Or I'm blinded, I mean, you can't see. Yoink!
Every place you go, there's another room or closet.
Yeah.
This is a hodgepodge of a mess.
You would have had to have met the both of them to truly understand it.
Look at the ceiling.
Yeah. I mean, this whole thing needs to come down.
Is that Benjamin Franklin? Is that his profile?
This is a hodgepodge mess.
It definitely needs some TLC.
So they must have did all of this themselves.
Yes.
It shows. Oh, man. Okay, I'm not exactly interested in the structure. I'm interested in the property.
Okay.
Oh, man. Woo! That's rough.
Where are you?
Places you don't want to look
In
and
the
see.
bathroom?
Just had to do my business. At least we're not trespassing.
No.
So, power's still on.
And that's a good thing.
That's
Yeah.
a really good thing.
Because if you turn it off, you have to get it inspected and it has to meet code. This way you can work on it without having to bring it up to
The
today's
code. Hmm.
So basically you can live here while you're working on it.
That would be a project. This is probably the most interesting feature of the house right here.
I have
This
no
is-
idea what that is.
Oh, I know exactly what it is. It's the emergency gun cabinet.
Oh, okay.
So this is the lock. You pop the lock, bam, and then you got your rifle. That's what that is. That's for holding the rifle. I would assume you would then just open the screen and fire away. We are here right now. We drove in through here on the 70 acres. We're here. On the property is an actual cell tower. And cell towers have to pay a lease for the property. We're not sure what this dotted line is, but that is the cell tower, and it pays to be on the 70 plus acres every month, whatever the lease agreement is.
Okay.
Previous owners
It
have
says, "Do not own
passed.
property
They
without
both
an
have
appointment
passed.
first. Cell tower,
5
cell
children.
phone tower on property has lease. At time of listing, lease was being reviewed by attorney for first right of refusal. It's been on the market for 324 days.
And do you think the issue of first right of refusal, it's under litigation? You think that's why it hasn't sold yet?
Let's find out.
So that's probably why it hasn't sold. So the cell company wants to buy the property. Well, as they're waiting to see what kind of legalities there are, let's peek in here. Again, we need our OLIGHT. There we go. There is a shower. This is the shop and a sink. Odd that there's no toilet, which I have a feeling. Oh man, I mean, this literally, I'd be buying the 70 acres. That's what I'd be buying. Everything else is garbage. Okay. There's access down there. You know what? Let's go around instead of going under, because I don't know what's in there. Oh, there's a hot water heater. Let's go around, see if we can figure it out. Yes, I did find the toilet. There it is. It's back here. And no doubt somebody had some kind of animals here. The gator pond is up that way as well. Here's the shop door. That's one shop door. There's multiple shop doors. There's a well pump. So what we would look at doing, I'll try not to blind you. We would bring the camper here, live in the camper, gut all of this stuff, and that would be storage, like a little mini warehouse to start with before we started to build. I mean, the property is what you're buying. You've got to be careful of snakes. All right, let's go check out the gator pond. This may not be the smartest thing I've ever done, but hey, come on. Let's admit it. You guys have all seen me do dumber things. Look at this. We gotta be careful looking for poisonous snakes. Here is the deck to the gator pond. Now, definitely rotten. But if you ain't dreaming of gators like I am, like right off this deck, I want to feed gators. How amazing would that be? In relation to the house, right over there. Here's another look on the side of the pond. Look at this. Here's an abandoned, dilapidated structure here too. Oh, look at the old milk cans. You know what? If I see a gator out here, I'm paying full price, no questions asked. I just want to see a gator. I want to have gators in my pond. Come on, any gators? Any gators sunning at all? I don't see any gators sunning. If I were a gator right now, oh, something's flying. We just spooked something. If I was a gator right now, I'd be sunning right over there. But I don't see. You know what the crazy thing is? This little area has been abandoned for so long. Something's going on. Who the Hales knows how big of a gator could be in here? Here's another area of storage. Looks like that's $20, right? Actually $25. Original Bop It. That's $25. Looks like they were into collecting cool stuff too. Easter egg hunt. Yeah, baby. Easter egg hunt champion. There you go. There's another Easter egg hunt champion. 2000. Reigning champion from 2000. Deer hunter. I mean, there's there's something living in there. There's a lot of junk to be cleaned up, but a lot of potential with 70 acres. Do we know yet? Is it under litigation?
They're not sure.
In other words, it is, and they're not telling us.
Here's the memorandum of lease, 1998, and it was for 10 years.
Be till 2008.
And then additional 5-year extension periods.
2013, 2018. So they could potentially be into... Well, the lease would just transfer with new ownership,
Yes.
unless
Yes.
they have first rights of refusal.
Well, that's what I'm looking to see.
There is a power company easement as well. Now some people may go, oh man, power company easement, I don't want them on the property. I think it's 30-foot easement for utilities. But within those easements, they typically have to take care of all the property. They pay for a lot of things. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially if it gives you good access to the back of your property. We're gonna check it out. We gotta get back to this creek. You kind of get the feeling somebody else was buying storage units, don't you? Mm-hmm. And they were
close to the. So that's where we came in. So we're close to the property line.
Yeah, but we're going to the creek. We don't want to get on somebody else's property.
Now we're going back.
And we found their burn pit, if you can call it that. Wow. Old monitor back there. See that natural palm tree over there?
I see a couple palm trees.
There's another
There's
one.
right here, one right there.
And if I'm not mistaken, we should be close to the creek. Apparently, I'm still mistaken. I have no idea where the creek is. No, it's here, it's here. I see it. Wow, look at all the activity here from wildlife. There's so much room for activities. George,
There's
careful eye out for gators. Remember, what way do you run if a gator comes after you?
You run straight towards it,
Okay, perfect.
and it's supposed to get scared and turn around.
Okay.
Good thing we got our boots.
Wow. The animals, this has got to be, you see all this ground tore all up?
Wild boar?
That's got to be wild boar.
Let's see if we can find some wild boar droppings.
I'll give you a dropping. Here we go, here's the creek. We found the creek. That's the property line.
So this is the creek, and it
That's-
flows into this pond.
Yeah, the creek flows into this pond, which we would not own the pond. We're actually not on the property line right now. This property, believe it or not, another hunting club.
Belongs to another hunting club.
You can actually see the hunting blind right over there. Happens a bunch of guys get together, they buy a bunch of acreage, and they hunt it. Whereas we want to just buy a bunch of acreage and live on it.
Yeah.
Another huge bonus about this area, look at this. White sand, public beach area.
Baby powder white sand.
Now, the water isn't as clear, but clear water is 2 hours from here. For us, that's a normal day trip going to a storage unit auction. So we can go to that water anytime we want, but this is just right around the corner from being completely and totally secluded. Old buildings, look at that. Port window there, it's a restaurant. This I could get into big time. Building something like this. How cool. I have to say, right now, I'm a huge fan of Florida. Look at that. Look at that, full bottles.
These birds are hungry. Come on, buddy. Get you some French fries. Get you some French fries. They're looking at you like, don't do it, it's a trap. It's a trap. You should throw some in the air and see if the seagull will catch it.
Oh, they will. Look, now they won't get the food because they're scared of the seagulls.
They're afraid the seagulls will get it.
Mm-hmm. All right, ready? Here we go.
Yeah, throw it.
Got it.
Caught it. Now you're about to start a feeding frenzy. Sure, I'll take some seagull poop in my pasta. Got it.
One more.
One more. Mine.
Oh, he still got it. Wow.
Pretty impressive.
Nice job.
Who knew seagulls love French fries?
4. Look at this, George. We're going under your favorite palms.
Oh, so
Look at
pretty.
that. I know why you like palms. You want me to just fan you with them on nonstop.
Mm-hmm. How did you know?
Here we are. Now, this is a hunting cabin. As a matter of fact, we literally just heard 2 gunshots through there. Again, this whole area is made up of acres and acres and acres of hunting retreats. But it's where we want to hide and make home. Let's go inside. Let's see what this hunting cabin looks like. Look at that. Beautiful 80 degrees in November here. We just heard more gunshots. Now, most people run away from gunshots. I'm an adventurer. I just want to know what's going on. Let's take a look at the outside. Okay. Satellite dish. That looks like old generator. Alright, realtor right now is telling George that it's gonna feel like a cabin. We already have seen pictures. We know it's rough. It's really rough. Yeah, that's where they hang the kill, harvest. They even got an outdoor sink. Again, what we're trying to do is turn a huge piece of land into a home. We don't want a hunting retreat. We want a home retreat. Another satellite. It's obviously the leach bed, liquid propane, and I think we actually do have power. It's a nice area to just sit down, rock, and relax.
Very good. Oh, you mean like the look?
Yeah.
No, it's called that look is
George is out there doing something. All right, so this is where all the boys hang out. 30 acres. Oh, look at that fox. Look at that. Probably should turn a little bit more light on in here. But it's pretty much what you expect. Open. Oh, look at there. There's our first lizard. We haven't seen an alligator yet. There is our first lizard, and he is a monster. I'm guessing master bedroom for 2 here. Got that little shelf to put your cell phone on. And who doesn't love the open bathroom concept? You just sit there like, hey, George, what you doing over there? Hey, George, can you smell this? Smell it, smell it, smell it, smell it. Oh, well, hello, all you beautiful people. Interesting. Master bedroom over here. Only the finest. Only the finest. Even made the bed. Now, this is a double wide, and this is typical of Florida, obviously. Look at that cockroach. Holy cow. Typical of Florida. More cockroaches. Whew. Double wides have come a long, long way. It's amazing what they can do with double wides. I wouldn't go in there. There's a bunch of cockroaches. You want to see a lizard, though?
Sure.
All right. Toilet number 3. You have always said you wanted a his and her bathroom.
I did. His and her sink mostly, but not an entire bathroom. But I'll take a his and her bathroom.
3 bathrooms. Your 2 to my 1. John Deere. Another thing that we're looking for is endless opportunity for ASMR videos. Got my Mountain Dew.
And our outdoor seating. What more can a girl ask for?
Well, it might be nice if we actually had a place to live. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there.
I'll just live under this table.
You would. You would.